Hi, it's Hazel and welcome to my channel. This is another episode in the What's in My Bookcase series. And I don't have a great number of titles here, but they all seem to have a bit of a theme going, so I thought you might be interested in seeing them. I think I went on a bit of a buying spree. Well, it couldn't have been during COVID because... Anyway, I don't know what triggered me to try to pick up a few books on drawing people, faces, and so on. So you will see that there are a few of those kinds of books. And of course, there are also online options, of course, as well. Anyway, this book, Drawing Anatomy, An Artist's Guide to the Human Figure, Barrington Barber. This one is 9 1/4 by 6, soft cover. And it almost looks like it hasn't been cracked open. Could that possibly be true? 2019. So, yeah. So basically, it is kind of a smallish book in terms of anatomy books, but it's got a lot of detail on, you know, the different body parts, and then, of course, putting them all together. Different kinds of eyes, expressions. Now, I think, okay, skeletal things. And this is where we learn about proportions. So we know that a kid at, well, I guess these people are anatomically correct, so maybe I won't pause there, but we know that proportions. Do I have a fig leaf I can put over this guy? Okay, so at 1 year old, the proportions are different for, so they're saying that this baby, well, toddler, 1 year, is 4 heads tall. And as a person gets older, the proportions change. So 7.5 heads for a 25-year-old. So if you get those proportions right, you know, then your person is going to look more correct, in a sense. Although there's a fair bit of, I don't know if caricature is the right word, but you know, that wide-eyed, those girls, those women, those faces where it's all hair and those wide-set eyes and teeny tiny little button noses. You know, that's not a realistic looking face, but it is a very excuse me, a very popular face at the moment, or maybe now for a few years. 9 inches by 8.5 inches. So drawing in black and white, creative exercises, art techniques, and explorations in positive and negative design. Deborah Velasquez. Let's find a date for you. 2017. So, you know, some of this is, it's kind of about values, and so these are the gallery pages at the end where some of the, I guess what could, like something like that, you know, essentially doodling that. So a book like this is great for people who want to get a few more ideas if they're doing doodling, if they are wanting to do their own stamp carving. Early on in the 100-day project, I did a video on carving stamps out of erasers, and some very awkward moments trying to use a stamp, what do you call it? A carving block? I don't know. Anyway, It had been a thrifted item, and long story short, it had dried up. It was old and dried up to the point of no return, or at least with my skill set, there was no return. Anyway, erasers are a nice, manageable size and very affordable. So it's showing, again, how to do carving. Stamp carving tutorial. Sorry about this throat. Found object printing, stencil art. So in each case, they sort of show you a prototype. They list materials and, you know, however many steps it takes. Looks like maybe 8 steps is the magic number. Hole punch garden. Goodness knows we've got paper and we've got punches. Cut paper fun. Painting with scissors. Cut, fold, and glue. Circles in torn paper. So who knows? I might just use some of these lessons as a jumping off point for some upcoming videos, especially if I decide to do a 100-day project again. I'm still on the fence about that because there's so many other things I want to do. So I think Teresa gave me some tips as to how I could probably do a little survey on the community page on YouTube, on my channel. So far I haven't gotten there, but so really very many beautiful things. And a book like this sometimes is all you need for some inspiration. Okay, contour drawings. This is the ones where you don't look at your paper. A channel that I don't think she has, does she have YouTube? I don't know, I should check that out. Amy Maracle. Amy, A-M-Y, Maracle, M-A-R-I-C-L-E. She was kind of a saving grace during the early days of COVID because I stumbled across her and, it must be YouTube because I was watching it on my laptop. Anyway, very, very mindful drawing, you know, sort of doodling and abstract kinds of things that are based in nature. And of course, during the early days of COVID, didn't we all need that? A distraction, a centering activity, a mindfulness thing. And because she suggests working on tiny little pieces of watercolor paper, like she does an inchy thing, for heaven's sakes, or a twinchy thing, or, you know, little scraps that you might have that are 2 inches by, you know, 1.5 inches. So a person can definitely have some results quick-like. Pardon the expression. Quick is not the goal, but you have something tangible at the end of the thing. And a person can actually, most of her little lessons or workshops or whatever are free. There are some paid ones as well. Okay, this one. You will be able to draw faces by the end of this book. Big Promise, Jake Spicer. This book is almost 9 3/4 by 7 5/8, and it is 2018. I guess it had an elastic around here. That's why the notches. But so a chart like this shows the relationship between the top of the head, like from the top of the head to the chin, and the eyes. The eye line is almost at the halfway mark. So, you know, little kids tend to put eyes a little too high. So he's suggesting that a person draw this guy over here. And there are some steps, of course. And again, we're looking at, starting at the back of the book, so. Expressions, age, side views. Oh, I guess here we're looking at skin color as well. Adornments. Hey, how about some earrings or piercings? And what are these? Age spots. Ay, ay, ay. Clothing, hairstyle, hair. Got some dreadlocks going on there. So really a lovely, lovely book as well. Noses, before and after rhinoplasty. Glasses, ooh, that's a challenge. And look at eyes. So different. Maybe I need to take one of these drawing books along with me on my retreat and get back into doing some big 25-cent investment here, boy. Kids Can Press, the Jumbo Book of Art, an artistic adventure from the Avenue Road Art School. Now, I don't know, okay, 1970. I used to teach kids art classes, so I had quite a few reference books for that, again, for ideas and so on. So it looks like this is maybe more project-based than drawing. Creating with plaster. Oh, weaving. I did some paper weaving in my 100-day project. This probably isn't that much interest to you, but it was in the stack, so here it is. This is another kind of a basic book by the editors of Consumer Guide. You Can Draw. That will be a series of books, and this one is Flowers and Plants. So nearly 11 by 8 and coil bound. $19.91. Okay, so their list of the table of contents shows you the different flowers that they're going to show us. So I guess, let me just figure this part out. Okay, so it looks like we know which are the new lines because they will be the red ones. So step 1, that's what you do. Step 2, adding some petals to those tulip shapes and so on until you're all done. Now, do they not show? Okay, flower. Okay, so there is the finished one. Okay, so the last step shows the, I get it. Cactus, rose, strawberry. And again, even if a person doesn't use this for drawing, those things would be lovely to cut up and use. Honestly, aren't geraniums just one of the best flowers for reliable color? If I was actually out there, what day is it? It's October 6th as I'm taping this. If I was out there watering my pots, they still haven't had a killing frost. So they'd be looking better than they do now, but I love lilacs. Spider plant. Anyway, there are, of course, how-to art books, well, probably how-to any books, that are geared to whatever level a person might be. So if you're a rank beginner, you know, maybe something that's geared to children is a place to start. Less intimidating, 11 by 8.5. Now this is one that I've clearly marked with flags, and these were ideas that I used in those kids' art classes. So draw, design, and paint, written and illustrated by Jan Barry, 1990. So these are sort of a combination of, excuse me, you know, drawing and other types of things. So again, I'm not about to teach any art classes now to any children, so I could cut these all up and use them as journal cards, especially the ones that are, you know, more grown up. Although I'm seeing so many, like I'm thinking of Carla Frizzell, who I'm just new to watching her videos, Diane Hubert, Pretty Pink Cottage, Carrie the Paper Monkey. Who else is really sort of on that childlike, young at heart, bright colors, anything goes kind of a style. And so, you know, when you see something over and over again and you can see how well it can be done, you think, I'm not starting to pull apart some of my kids' books and thinking, why am I sitting on these? Why am I not using them? So let's see. Oh, masks I marked. Flowers painted with tissue paper. Oh, I love doing this. A self-portrait with newsprint. Bullseye weaving. I don't recall doing that one. This is us on a good day. No, this is us when we go to the post office and find out how much it's going to cost to mail something, and the hair stands straight up. This is a good idea. Using alphabets. I don't think we ever did that one. An alphabet design. So yeah, I certainly enjoyed that book. Okay, and this is the final one. Drawing with Christopher Hart. Figure it out. Simple lessons, quick results. He only sold 7 million of these, so poor guy. 11 by 8.5. So again, I was on that human figure kick when I picked this up. So it seems to have kind of a youthful feel to it. Let's see if he found any old people to put in his book. So again, something like this would be great for people who want to do a bit of their own sort of, you know, pretty simplistic designs. Like there aren't that many pencil strokes or pencil lines in something like that. And because there is a kind of a mannequin type thing here, you know what happens to a pelvis or hips when to end up with a you know, pose like that. Walking side view. So again, cute, cute, cute. I must have thought I was going to get very whimsical or something that I bought this. Okay, here's a good point. A layperson may not see it, but all of the previous steps that went into creating the construction for this figure is directly previous steps is direct. I thought the grammar was wrong there. For this figure is directly responsible for why it looks so natural. Yeah, everybody looks pretty realistic here. Back view. You can tell that this book was geared to a certain demographic. There's not an overweight or an old person in here at all. Everyone is young and svelte. Understanding hairstyles. Male hairstyles. Yeah, this might be more realistic. Let's not just have everybody have those little pert little noses. That's not how most people look, to be honest. Anyway, okay, guys, that is it for this one. I hope, if nothing else, it has maybe piqued your interest in trying your hand at laying pencil to paper and finding, giving yourself a chance to try to do some of these types of exercises, if only as a stress buster and an exercise in mindfulness and observation. Anyway, that's it for today. I don't know at this point if there will be more What's in My Bookcase videos coming or not. It will probably be more erratic from now on if they do continue. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, I hope you subscribe. I hope that you like, and I hope that you comment. And let's keep growing the channel together. And let's keep bringing you interesting content and keep up the dialogue and the interaction that we have going at this moment. Thanks, guys. Bye.